Hey everyone, Nick here again, back to talk about Fear the Walking Dead. And this is my review of the Season 4 premiere called What's Your Story? And without a doubt, easily this was the most fun episode of Fear the Walking Dead of all time. I've always kind of felt that Fear the Walking Dead, even during the best episodes of this show, it's never quite had the spark, the thing that made The Walking Dead as popular and beloved as it is, and especially as much as it was. But in this episode, I felt that spark. And admittedly, part of that probably has to do with Morgan crossing over from the main show to Fear the Walking Dead, but there are two other new characters that were introduced, and they're pretty great too. I will get to them, but I'm going to start with Morgan. First of all, when I first heard that he was going to be the crossover character from The Walking Dead to Fear the Walking Dead, I was like, are you serious? How's that even going to work? I didn't see it. I didn't know how they were going to make it happen in a well done way. I thought that the transition would be awkward and forced, but no, it really wasn't. The way that it all played out in the show, it was pretty seamless. I mean, the main show did pretty well establish why Morgan would want to leave in the first place, because he was not in the best place mentally. But, you know, like, seeing him travel from Virginia to Texas, like, you knew why he was doing it. And it doesn't matter what state he's in, because Morgan is a beast wherever he is. He hasn't lost a step. He's just as tough and brave and fearless as he always was. And more importantly, he's in a better place mentally. Because, really think about it. Morgan has had two mentalities on the main show. Kill no one ever, or kill everyone always. There was no in between, and that was not healthy. Okay, you gotta find some balance. And anytime he tried to find some balance, what happened? He lost his freaking mind. Every time, without fail. And it's just like, you need some stability, dude. You need to find some balance. And in this episode, he definitely seemed to be a lot more balanced. In his travels, he encountered two new characters. First one he met was a gunslinger who looks straight out of Red Dead Redemption by the name of John Dory, played by Garrett Dillahunt. And honestly, from the trailers, I thought that he would probably end up being a bad guy. Like, he looks like the bad guy from every cheesy Western movie from, like, the 40s and 50s. But he doesn't seem to be a bad guy at all. He was immediately likable. Like, the second he showed up, it was hard not to love this guy. He's kind, he's tough, he's funny, he's cool. He's a little clingy, but it's kind of endearing in a weird way. He was talking about how he misses his wife or girlfriend or whatever, and you're like, yeah, I'm rooting for this guy. I hope he finds her. The odds of that are pretty slim, but I hope he finds her. Like, you're rooting for him, no matter how unlikely it is. We also met Althea, played by Maggie Grace, aka Liam Neeson's daughter in the Taken movies, who kept getting taken. I would like to see someone try that here, because Althea is a beast. I love her character. I wasn't sure from the trailers if she was going to be good or bad. And to be honest, I'm still not 100% sure. I think she's good, but she's kind of mysterious. We didn't find out too much about her other than that she is a journalist and is documenting people's journeys through the apocalypse. But we don't really know why. Like, why is she going to that effort? Is there a reason, or is this just a hobby? All I know is I am all for it. I am here for the ride with her. She is such a cool character. She is tough, smart. Yeah, she's a great character. The action scenes in this episode were easily the best in Fear the Walking Dead history. I mean, they were well choreographed, they were exciting, they were a lot of fun. I mean, the part where Morgan, Althea, and John Dory are all facing off with that villain of the week, Leland, and his buddies. That whole thing was just so well done. That was fantastic. Like, it actually felt like there were some real stakes involved with that. And, you know, Morgan's always saying, I don't die. Well, in this one, he actually got shot. So, yeah, it was like, there were some stakes now. And just the whole thing was just so well done. And, you know, getting to see Althea's tricked out SWAT truck in action. Oh, that was so cool. That truck is just the coolest thing. It's something out of Mad Max. It's amazing. Everyone in the apocalypse should have that truck. Not everyone. We did get a lot of backstory dialogue for this episode, especially for John Dory. We also got a little more insight as to why Morgan decided to leave in the first place. And, you know, we didn't get too much on Althea, but what we did get was intriguing. It was just the whole thing, all the dialogue, all the backstory stuff. It was very well written. I thought it was just very well done. And it was aided by the fact that all three of them were very great in this episode. Their performances were fantastic. The best performance in the episode, I gotta give it to Lenny James. I mean, he's been Morgan for so long now, it's effortless to him. Garrett Delahunt and Maggie Grace were awesome, and I look forward to them in the future, but yeah, Morgan was undeniably the star of the episode. Any time on The Walking Dead when Morgan got his own, like, Morgan-centric episode, the whole thing was just incredible. Like, clear, and here's not here. Even what I think is a pretty underrated episode, the episode 13 of season 7. The name is escaping me right now, but the one where he choked out that guy Richard right in front of Gavin and his little band of saviors. He was amazing in that episode. Just any episode with Morgan as the lead, like when he's front and center, is a great episode. And it helped here as well. I'm going to give this episode the same thing I gave The Walking Dead Season 8 finale. A perfect 10 out of 10. This is one of the best Fear the Walking Dead episodes ever, if not the best. I will need to think about that one. And it is definitely the most action-packed. And with Morgan, Althea, and John Dory, honestly, I wouldn't have minded if it was just a spin-off focusing on the three of them. We don't need the original cast. They did show up at the end, but, like, I don't know if we need them too much. It does seem like they will all be back next week getting some focus. And honestly, I hope their return, like the return of the original cast, I hope that can keep the momentum going, because Morgan, Althea, and John Dory, they were just fine without them. So, that's my review of the Season 4 premiere of Fear the Walking Dead. I will see you next time.